no. Men rely so much on fullbacks for creativity, but someone rely so much on fullbacks for creativity. Our best player also more as a winger. It's Mohammed. Now expect some creative chances and also Omuni Salah linking up with wings in the sofa goal nimra. So if Mo Salah is staying, then Liverpool will be forced to maintain whatever club did. Then slot will be on the attach and not the attach. And yes, sir, they can't forgo. Say be a catch them say latras in 2 and 3 no. Young fire to the crank ho. Ye to watch the baby and I say a 1 year priority or more better or more. If Salah is staying, fancy it will be very important for them to look at that. Another thing, Van Dijk, the diagonal passes, how or transition from defense to attack with one pass. Some your man away in so no so now. Or Pejanitia or Bobo Nako diagonal and say one of no. Either Salah or even Luis Diaz. And I say fullbacks no. Say wingers no kwampo bemwa fullbacks no mbo overlap no e ho na say passes ne yedai eko so very important the speed is what the entries into penalty box so what and then now look at the basic errors he was doing. Van Dijk only Robertson nah. Look at the basic mistakes me no obi ankambeka yesweka bi akere mo Premier League no competitors papa bi animuntia. The last 4 games no. Any other team behind Liverpool are catching up. Liverpool ending no more any season. They need to be very careful. But I do also when they do want to say Arsenal they do much. PSG outplayed Liverpool. Ano mo be yo mo film. Newcastle outplayed Liverpool. In the Carabao Cup final 1.3 and the DJ she blow mo play answer na Everton we better crash go e offside Van Dijk no we say tam now Fulham game no. So the last 4 games of Liverpool totally looks unconvincing and they be a make season we be squad depth in terms of quality your coaching and consistency are very key. Arsenal na di omachi City be na soja. The other time Liverpool fans na catch the Okroma say. Ana me yase me wo fa ni Okroma say. Catch the say, "Man you to what so fourth ni na say teams from go say na nya dey tell about you be fourth ni bi." Me wo fa say way. But you look at the Premier League table, you look at the results, any the free move na fancy. Okay, the next match is kwampo mu mienu nyina e bo no Arsenal and Liverpool nyina kra be bo na. The next fixtures number boni na Liverpool can bit ma find the way out of it. What I say, but Arsenal no dear children, but Arsenal no dear children.
As a conversation about say Liverpool a Premier League inti Roy Kim some weeks back. Maybe say or few say said they was sanka how competitive. I was said this season yen because City ni ho Arsenal ni ho Chelsea ni ho Man U ni ho nti abe smooth run or no full said this season no. Beyond my Liverpool competition, but the
fact of the matter is opportunity meets someone who are prepared. Let's not take anything away from Liverpool. Whatever Liverpool is doing, they work their way around it. We are only talking about form in the latter days of the season, which we barely feel say results in any performances no more than a team be or hard dream and kidio I think they will be really frustrated with the kind of results and performances from Madrid in the last few games. And then the Bema next season going in, no, Ebema slot Jumana so be a chance say Nebeba replacement within the team in terms of players or more. Say Ubenya quality bench, I'll bet media about 4 competitions because Super Champions League, Over Carabao, over the FA Cup, then you'll be playing in the UEFA Champions League or even the league itself. It's a honor now who say I want to show players and I say the quality will be very important for Liverpool in terms of more start or more move free team more replacement anyhow Liverpool able to maintain that particular teams and they are successful throughout the season. It's very important. Me heard Chelsea any Todd Bowley any omudu medina ekosona fancy that this is one owner and I say owners are omu 2 or 3 projects but bako so frustration wo ho because you watch Strasbourg the whole of 2025 Strasbourg and lose league game. They've not lost a single league game. Now show the kind of results be Strasbourg for the Kofa de Befie na away na then you wonder say project way there as a being project way mama for hope said there be told bully mu no mudwuma no mu di na ye. But the other one keeps on frustrating them. The whole England, London, France branch in the France branch in the resource ni koye. But ube PM London branch na one asem ni nyina. But fancy the difference between the two, a expectation. You did kind of know because the expectation at Strasbourg is totally different from the expectation at Chelsea.
That is the French league.
That is the French league. Number two, the environment that has been created and the culture. Strasbourg environment in the culture no. I say baby a would do aduaba na share form no. So the aduaba no ko share baby any kwan say wudua na. Na ko ton kasa mu a emfifi da. But se to asase personal asase pa no timi di so gu so na timi fifi. E ma ni timi so aba. The environment and the culture na was Strasbourg no is so smooth. Minim say almost supporters ni kasa ye but e ho no media be na ko discuss Strasbourg. And in the dressing room no when a be pa na also munya no dressing room be kasa Strasbourg e be your be French league there be the environment, the culture and expectation is totally different from the one in England. In England, the environment and the culture is already spoiled because in the dressing room, it be a 120 million euros, it be 100 million pounds, it be a say, and within that particular dressing room, and most of these players also speak to the media. No affair, so the dressing room, so the culture and environment is really that poor, and the expectation at Chelsea is totally different. Because our Chelsea no and also to me GBDC now so but Enzo Maresca Juma now wo Chelsea no so no fancy next season no muntimi fa win league. If Chelsea wants to really win a trophy yemfa we mo any trophy, you can't begin so well in your first part of the season, then the second part of the season you go off. It's totally no season and kasa episode GBB you're in the second half of the season, you're in the first part of the season. The first part of the season, but the second part of the season, no. So when to me squeezy results be here and there, fancy what subeti me ayeshe. And then now you watch the game and you understand. You ask yourself, "Dear Chelsea here, Moko Boleja was so no bench first team players. Me a bon kunku. Meanwhile, the top four race. No, I wonder.
Dadaba.
Meanwhile, the top four race, no. I say emu ya ding. Share the points gap between Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa. Emunu is down with what bebrebe no abeka say. So the slightest no Chelsea fixtures no about Premier League in there. It will be kwaba because the Conference League does not qualify you for the Champions League. Obeto so fourth and Obeto so fifth and be qualify for the Champions League. Where Chelsea fixtures in terms of the Premier League, if switch game for a Fulham game now we in the thing. Chelsea Everton, Agre David Moyes. Chelsea boy Everton we obo hin. Obo Liverpool. Obo Liverpool we okwa away to wine. And some of the both here to wine. And some of the away to hin.
Nottingham. Enyem kwada matches so.
In between European games so
tough games.
And then I draw no boy was so unnecessary. Because second half no ye changes de Kopama. Mobile mu game necessary ye kra. Oni Nicolas Jackson. Because Ledger was one and kobo.
These are some of the reasons that sometimes the sake manager Meyana and Hame. Because I say the ball is in your court. These results and Obio who line up in the
Fancy, like. I strongly believe say Enzo Maresca doesn't have the courage to coach Chelsea. You can be a very good manager. You bet my your system, you bet my your tactics here, but only confidence or whatever you are doing more, you can never be successful. And then Napoli, Eshe Bologna, league in Napoli nebeji.
Intant me,
baby.
Oh,
Shadrach for Inter. Omo last games no be in the league no. Fatu screen is mama near shade na Napoli there no. And the reason why Bologna game is very important for Napoli. And Miriam fi say Inter Milan bought by Munich. Now obo by Munich we are or league game ball bebo Cagliari. And San was bought by Munich. It's in between the Bayern Munich game here, Cagliari. Omu go home, they can manage it. Depending on what will happen in the Bayern Munich game, the next game is number one. Omu crucial semi-final Coppa Italia game against AC. Ebedre ni omo. But the league matches no obo Roma game no Claude Ranieri enye better. Roma form no omo na difficult. Obebo Verona, that is a game I met Makodiama Inter. Torino away, difficult game. Omabo Lazio ofie, difficult game. Then Como away, difficult game. What the total Napoli games in one? The Bologna game near there, Bologna form no wasoro. And Bologna are consistent from the Champions League, Vincenzo Italiano team no. Omonya good results, and even against big size they get results against them. But all Napoli fixtures now, only Bologna game now, who be the tone chenya. Napoli were literally and easy because Obo Empoli will fear. Ombe Commons away. Torino Obo fear. Ombe Lecce away. Ombe Genoa will home. Parma away. Cagliari. Said almost Bologna.
Comparatively, I'm saying Napoli they no form.
What I say? It is a almost Bologna Napoli title no.
Oh, meza meda say meba Michael Asarebodu the sporting man. While Isaac also say I think next season Man United will be a great team considering how they understanding the coaches tactics. Good, but keeping Van Dijk will be mistake. Football these days have changed in the art of defending. It's not only about playing the ball, being aggressive, tackles and reading the game. And a lot of focus I say me Donyame next season Liverpool credit FIFA. Na dum hwe penny I said well 7 matches to go, approximately 21 points. Liverpool will surely win the EPL, and I know so yeah Emmanuel Kofi Boateng a day by Mike
my for no more Netflix so and next season the first time next season no see a top players Martin Haga in here obey day. See, most also car for a Munya Botrera Munya New Mana Moya, but fans on a more serious note, I think the England board number form the Premier League, the quality standard no, I drop it. I drop it. And on the evidence of the big games, so person say league more share. I have big games in the bar. Any a type shape. I have never watched a boring derby like this before. Like who team who dear. So poor. The quality and everything, and certain players need more contributions. I think that if Salah was English and Scrutiny of English, they will find a way to shield him. And one and which you know say Jaguile share the first goal in how many months? 14 months, and I'm a boy. But they need a home common is how
£100 million.
Salah. And she'll go in 4 games. Now we hear her story. And I'm a boy. Jagulish then hear her story. Near a countdown. Did we even count the number of games? I will be in any free so. Then or English. And I'm a boy. Good. The same team in Mana Phil Foden. Last season, see a no. You who dear Phil Foden, yeah. Eventually winning the top individual awards. Oh boy, my Man City J title. Now this season, swear. How was it like? And Phil Foden's contribution in the Manchester derby, a game that made him mechanize about 4 games against Manchester United, producing 7 goals. Into Manchester derby, no say, bah, yes, a Queen, Dean Fatano, hey, so Manchester derby, bah, on the evidence of what Foden has done in previous games against the Red Devils, who when it does was say he will step up. But the obey the no bonkra. But I mean, won't read him. I've not read anything. I mean, Sky Sports at BB about Foden.
And then run my
Athletic at BB, Daily Mail at BB. Nobody. Anka Casemiro being caught to Papa so never. Ma Bruno Fernandes being called Bonnet Troca never.
No Bruno Bobo.
I want to cancel some for never form penny on my paper at Trotro, bro. Fuck us here. Anti Opio, the reigning player of the year. Football writers for also told the man. And I'm a boy. Now, Obebo board the next season is here. It should be a concern. I was here the home come on. performance in now we are consistent appearance maker for the English national team and the way. So we are here, nay, that's we.
There's a sanka. I did be said Pep Craig Jomo Aquanka bed,
may say nay, that's we. Exams now, I'm a Troy, no, 4 Indiana, that's no. 58 minutes. Expected goal 0.26. Expected assist for a playmaker 0.01. 2 shots off target. Dribble attempts or tries or better me and Nina went to me and Chobia. Say big chance back on 8 years out. 8 years out. Are we closer to scoring than missing? Or say Bono. On your 27 touches in 58 minutes. Touches maybe an amount for any pound Newton boy. You can't touch a day.
I can't say
58 minutes. No, 40 in the night cardboard no 27 times. Now a body more a day. Accurate passes or attempt 18 passes and 11 5 61%. Key pass back or bow him. Grand duels or contest 5 when we need back cry. Area need the main farm money because it has never been a strength. Nti one say na me. O dia ma player for from kwaya de we na onye English. Who dey we on Messi aka no. O se sala about 4 matches when she go. Nti enka. Na for the no last time o she go here that day.
Wontumi 101.3.
Sasa na dey find a top goal scorers chart. Yes. Top assist, top 3. Hello woman no nim. Folding the away. Baby are free. Mostly it defines the kind of scrutiny that people will place on you. It will define it. And some of these English boys, they are left off the hook because there is a certain English tag protection be around them. Nini abakone Sancho. Sancho. I have never seen a player who has been insulated from any form of criticism than Jadon Sancho. The Anthony Femuno. Sabia Pepe no Sanka Sancho su fame. That's why more discusses Chelsea in the permanent. Now English way no more to oh yeah we all prospect. Now Anthony no any prospect.
Almost Chelsea into.
Baby Anthony no any prospect.
We're back to sender.
Oh, ja alone Christian. Make come the chiro. Nyango pon kwa ne no kwafo.
Obasa the man you are never kwafo.
Nyango pon kwa ne no kwafo. Help me say these boys omudugusa, but they are always shielded because of their English affiliations. Yeah, boy, they are home by. Is that if we learn it here? Ghana yesuan kebe boy pa sani yesie game no yesuan sani enkofo is protect our players na and kebe boy game no so man yetimi raise a players never value ni bi because enye but that on the side for the mudigu ni we mudigu almost says nyoma basa ni we no I think that the positives in here Aston Villa as not just a football team, but also as a structure club. How a club, no? Or Musi movie in synergy. I said the Penifone person or Moyeno. And one of Metro Fumanaton Kwemu with the managerial appointment and then the eventual appointment of a sporting director in Monchi.
Yeah.
And to show or the transfer window Bakumienu, said you are the team. Maybe I in Koso.
And about the quantity.
But a strategy. But strategy, no, how would they be defining? Why the cover Monchi buy? Okay, why did they Emery buy? The club needed to move in a certain direction. I run a club, no, ye trim upon ye. And ye trim upon in ye, dear. Why never buy a Newton ye? And a Newton ye cofano beboa. Okay, Newton be here for into why on any bebo. Emery and Monchi, to some extent, have a working relationship in the past. Omoti omohuase. Emery, no. On your mom demanding Messi and son of my Jumo. He is not your typical checkbook manager. Give him half a loaf, he will still make something out of it. The cap no fell in half. He will not complain that much. Internet DNA say, more offer players number and almost every player. When you're quite Emery Juma, I will not even limit it to Aston Villa. BRL 143 space. Okoro BRL, he was made a solid defender. No to me but two, no to me but central defense. But you need to know what Tottenham. So Emery, he is able to add a certain mojo to players. Acquire Bobby are almost strike a Nidi Basuru a left-footed player.
Martinez,
Debbie Herrad.
Moreno.
Herrad Moreno. I think there is a Moreno.
Moreno.
Good.
No, she's 7 no.
Good. Onya or bed drill papa. And now why no pay? And now Una Emery. Here can when you where you man or no. For a club like Aston Villa, Omo Pep Guardiola no Manyano. And the level of growth, it is synonymous to the American. A D1 dance here, the clear testament.
To me, 101.3.
And then Omo recruitment Omo they are paying off. Before some mobile against Nottingham Forest, on bed or mobile way, no. The midweek game on mobile. How many say goals, no? Daniel Malin, Asensio, Rashford, and your players from the winter transfer window. Again, against Nottingham, their contribution was telling. And the club, their winger BBA correct in appointment now. I am a man nim. And then also, who can be say Arsenal for the from memory. Exactly the point. Dreams FC the most informed side our Ghana Premier League name. But almost 30 league in almost first 10 matches, no more we need 8 points. Any other club you ever circle. But for Dreams, they will have faith in Karim Zito. A club will be any expectations. I say Aston Villa for more Pep Guardiola. They needed time to understand him and they needed time to understand them afar. Let's laud the leadership, the visionary leadership of the Aston Villa team, and then we have to admire the project that they are running. They will not just be a one-off. They will come on board and then they will dominate the scene. I think, say, at times if you try to please everybody, you end up pleasing none, and you don't help. You know what I say now? Madrid as a club, any a first choice penalty kick taker. Okay, yes, menka. Okay, yes, menka. Madrid team away. Omuni first now even when Ramos near Kuku Damuni now they decided say when the boy a penalty kicks meboa. Now Kodaya more Madrid or muti payment the Ben Ramos. Just yent me back was about penalty kicks no. And players now rotating. Yes, it pennies ne fearing anka. Yeah. And Kodano Marin and Kenny we are. Your body is I said, how many anka for fear? How many ever bomb? Penny no can be. Ancelotti is not really doing the right thing. And that uncertainty around who takes penalties and who does not take penalties, no, it is not doing them any good. Vinny Jr. and a penalty, no, only months you will be cannot create share down for. Only months you will be now Mbappe, no, World Cup final against one of the best penalty stoppers in the game, Emiliano Martinez or Bonimienu Shenimienu. Menka say Mbappe say penalties, but akoko ya the ball penalties no. We will be saying Vinny Jr. no. Mommy can Ukraine enjoy the hair no. Okay. Yan can Ukraine enjoy the hair no. Let's go Madrid. Saturday ya kono okay to say. Oh, kasabebrebe. Kapo ba. Ya kono okay to say. Madrid for me losing against Valencia. So Mary Bona penalty in the ball, try and buy penalty and Coco Fabona. I'm saying no, I did with you. I'm saying before game we no matter about me try and buy more San Coco Fabona. Atletico Madrid. You can't Madrid for. You can't Ukrainian fan chair. When you guys are your man, your man way anyway. Ba Napoli for Bologna be sure. Oh, no, they are Italiano. Mate. Oh, Vincenzo Italiano. Oh, be sure. I was Spurs Yakrana Conte a Trefane Bono Bologna. Mate Mike, Clifford Chamber for Cliff our US or say every team that's won the EPL at one point or the other has played at that kind of performance. Liverpool have been churning in out in recent times. Okay, in General, sports general, so winners or say 4 corners tomorrow for Arsenal, 2 goals. They are lucky Gabriel Magalhaes is not part of our team tomorrow. Magalhaes is so out. Whoa, couple say BBI find here. Me will say Madrid for no, but I say Massa. Oh, they are Madrid as on Akano. Only Madrid. Madrid for no white. And they are some Arsenal for no. I'm so no Madrid.
Problem near return leg never.
No, asem no. Said that Ferdinand or Mudu Benabao and was sure was hey stadium Ninja all go Masum no Mantiana. The second leg, you know. They should just hope. And it's a move at the end of a game a bear fence. So, Thierry, you had a teacher who Chelsea walk or teams in the team Helen call will be a corner. I'll call her Massa. Go for any ball, Papa, Madrid. As now, you know, I'm about the air who be near catcher. Moko. Goto. Whoa, a move at the year room, then in Como. Shall I cover my Ernest near months out of Panama catchers, Ernest? Omugana
says, Sabia, Omocameta, Tassal, Tennis, and you said, yes, because I don't know, surgeons, the betcha will say, would be healing.
Sanity.
So 6 players more now could be.
Yeah.
To the Akane or Momo Ben and also Mosaki. That is the most important.
Of course, Tia Bompire say. Bibi Abeko de Amaleon play and Nafi about for Black Stars. All crying here, no. Young qualifying VAT. You see a players Nina no Mabana and your man so come and see a share say Bibi Abe fine. Shall I carry more Ghana League no Nafi in Komakakra? The course weekend the Ghana League centers no Bamame resource na ye din komo Accra. Baba Accra Sports Stadium no a house of full komo enemy diama Edebweni Emma Half Eshe Kabako Emma Diama womo entimiante na go na Rafael Amponsa share ne me sheda ye no ho adwuma yi ni goals bia wa shem say boy no or a specialist boy ye move frechire because wa ye bi e wa sekem ye won sem e de beba mame resource na afi odi aha nti go no enso eni efe pa no panedi kan yi ama ye besa ye ho adwuma na go we ene justice chief justice Blake enso go no share no nso ano shipa enso ye de won sem e beba shara year no and so man because many Heart of Lions games no and no game no year 1-1 and no Asante Kotoko one more echo Pandu echo ball 1-1 na sa go way and Justice Blay and so at the two net at the you can say Asante Kotoko say we know me trying the it's
as a man last week
yes
quality Razak Simpson there no
go no
be phone go and you
clear pa yeah
1080p so then 1080p near fetching way
with the 482 and I went 320
and man recording here and I said
I say I know TV ni nyina we try na live say ya na ekoe see na coverage no esitie ohwe has there na on the has ball no wasn't telecast but ohwe omu nipa na otwae na omo di omo camera ni try to hwe we na otimi se we no kra hu ni kakra aha e chain there you try eba
mama koroko go no na me hwa de shadow quick ye ni bre because ye ba na be discussing mama blade
the Amana has game no a good game at the Benjamin Asari goalkeeper na by ebe share so be keep clean sheet at the Amana has vocal Koy and Wasaba names saves in the over shada mammy saves no mame saves na you know fancy way or buy and enra game no match any more day there enra o CV has a pa to ni saves na Bobby o ultimi ze opuba no ano asabeje ye bofreche no ayi obetimi akoso kra ma me the last time free kick be by omu page ya we edi free mo ultimi ze emodemo ne de Ghana's number 1 Benjamin Asari ono ana ehwese ni Black Stars yi ode embeko World Cup yi na nuama ye kama nti aha enso hwebo ya say saves ne de enra ye bia nti ehonsem ana yete ama no na say Newton kra fili saves or ye or agropama no so no ano edin pa no Benjamin Asari nsem edi na 3 points no ecodemophobia coach IFN Abubakar Watara ye wie game no ono so de nsem kakra etu on 3 points no ode no ebema me answer after so oje ne 3 points no me no answer na yentie coach no ye wie a ye be sa beto aso kan se mebre
when we win, the performance not good. When we play well, we lose, and we are criticized. What? Tell me the truth. Who do games? Who are the 3 points? I got the 3 points. All these conventions coming left and right. It's not good. last 1,000, yes.
To Joey no say Omuzani say Accra Sports Stadium or buy and feeling no at the same also how there's a house bobo then yes say kitchen beer no more the ama has fanko bobo and the has supposed to play at Accra Sports Stadium. Your coach Ouattara.
As of can't play the matches. Excuse me to say that in the kitchen. We know Accra Sports Stadium. If you are playing, you know Accra Sports Stadium. Because if you have to play, you know good. The last time I went to Spain, Real Madrid are making some job on the Santiago Bernabeu. But it was at that side, and the supporters are going to play. The pitch, no problem. Accra Sports Stadium is the museum of Ghana soccer. That's also part of the museum.
A different crowd, energy no morale de chese bibia kama ti coach Abubakar Ouattara nsemo de atuja eno no coach Ibrahim Tanko so Salak ankoyi amfamo ma dia ogidi se board mo boy ne mo lack amo mo sad hard luck ana eko etia mo ntimi anwini.
It's a very hard luck. We have the more chances more than them, and looking at the goal they score, definitely they are the lucky side today.
Eno ayensem kakra coach Ibrahim Tanko ede atudwa do nsem ede ba kotoko game no ekoso ewo kwando omo ebo 1-1 na coach ayefere Dr. Prosper na Tegum after game no anodi tudwa se ne boys ne bomb the first 15 minutes ne de omo ja game no my Heart of Lions mo boy but after 15 minutes boys ne ba game no ehun so yenti coach Dr. Prosper na Tegum.
Just a slight loss of focus when we started the second half that led to the equalizer. I think apart from that, I think we were very focused. We had a good structure. We created some good counter-attack situations, which were very good for us. So, to me, I'm okay with the way they played.
Are you okay with the way you started the game? It looks as if they dominated the game in the first half.
Yeah, we didn't actually start on the front foot. I think we sat a little bit back, trying to observe what they would do. And then I think from the 15th minute going, we came into the game and also started playing. But then I'm sure the
15 minutes almost steady the Heart of Lions. Ehwe say ball no mo ball ni say ni sitie no mo ba game num e ma game na call kama coach Bashir Hayford or say wo mo check otoko jawo mo because ball ni de wo mo na ball ni nyina esenka.
They fought very hard. We made everything to make sure we beat them. But the first goal they got made us, fight from behind. So it's good. It's good. It was a tough match. So somebody who has fallen once for you, he will not come here for the second time. But it's okay. The boys fought very well. The goal didn't come. We splitted the points. So we take it like that.
You dominated play in the first half, everything. You couldn't find the back of the net in the first half, but in the second half, you got the equalizer. What was really the problem?
The problem was the finishes. Ghana, we have strikers, but you don't have finishes. They will run, even when they get a chance.
Any finishes, and your coach Bashir Hayford in Sem Kakode atudwe de on Sem na de ba coach Abdullah Ghazali fancy wadam for no say wa boy juma weekend yi yemon abaso Chibrekum Chelsea etimi hye wo mu agent 3 points. Abdullah Ghazali in Sem Kakra atudwe after the game yenti sama or the tudwa
to play and win because we have lost so many matches. And then today I decided to change my tactics from the usual 4-2-3-1 system to 3-4-3 with a variation of orientation of having floating wing backs in the middle at the same time at our wings, and it actually worked for me in the first half. Second half I don't know what happened, and the players changed their mind to play something that will not also help us because the second half we struggle. But generally we have done well because we have struggled to win matches.
Komani enhwe be a clubs in the Sante Kotoko we said nnuama esia kwa yenhwe na afi yeni nkomo kakra emfa ho na ye mo any table no ema Ghana fo nso ehun said the league table no enso esitia Ghana Premier League num say ana nnuama si the said the Sharaka project no Asante Kotoko 46 points maybe any Gold Stars our 44 House of Oak our 40 Nations our 39 and afi Bichem our 39 out of Lions or 38 and Mediama or 38 Omotoso 7-8 Dreams one more 36 points Samates 9 with 35 points now Shasiawa Accra Lions and Legon Cities and in Swatch Omo Kodada into Omo and a relegation zone no woman so edem fancy anra Accra Sports Stadium na stadium near empty na is nipa omo bae no kitwa bi ana Shadake projector mo hu a wo mu bae nipa kitwa je game no course no hwe se de no Messi kwa na se omo amehwe efe no a charge Brekum Chelsea Accra Lions ni nyina ne se omo enso abrichi emra no na de omo ne se ye bobo match a se coach bia na se team bia the coach ever for pre-match na course ansa na game na baso no Brekum Chelsea Accra Lions Oman provide the coach and a player for pre-match inti efe no a charge Omo omo say omo enso embe responde omo on chana charges ana ye de abo omo say Ghana de edu baabi a eya na eha adwen pa edu baabi a ese ye coaches no ne players no pre-match no omo enso itimi ekọ
ne promo game no
yes abane sa eha adwen pa Razak Simpson so RC Belouizdad omani abre pa omo ehwese omo nsabetimi aka na nkomodidie eguso cost nations player na Black Stars player no RC Belouizdad omo hwe no se ni omo nsa ebetimi aka ne nte no
office ne krabeba mo
oh yeah more na ana ebeba na Rafael Mponsa super goal na medema no Oshebi has player na Oshe goal no o asekem no so bo same goal ewo ho na yini ani eno na eda ho no enti similar goal ene no Oshe no asekem de na top no
as
yes baba yara haya baba yara omone ye boni ti yeah haya baba yara ana enran so wadi we eto na say ni pace no de ana obosa go no tutimi say o power ni sa pace na ye de hye sa go so no nti
obi say oso mo
hwe no yiye ye say ye ni kono ho on sule mu de ni bi ni o
of course mu de ni bi ya mo ya ma no
sa na wono a pie shot no na nuama da bi bia na goals ni mi no na enre baaye no so Justice Blay ene Rafael Mponsa go no
Blade ni ehunu ye gise bia akofo twa me angle
this one my angle no
yes I mean discuss cry
okay me sorry so na me the Crosby Awua Memorial Park and sorry so amao say sa park no the fancy aye ne say is it enkra na ebobo so ni nkusie ni ade a ne pipi o Crosby Awua Memorial Park wa nyina se ho ana nkese ja enkabasaka Holy Stars o mu bo mo match ni ade by club licenses and pitch na nkasa no de eseso no em say manfo betwitwa bibra akose o mu dem sa pitch na nkasa green week no betwitwa bibri every so I just already the current state one of the best away and organ haba kuni Crosby Awua Memorial Park hey pa
omo ye no foforo ni
anu na e wo soro
private ana
Crosby Awua
government
say government
private
yes ti wo hwe
Ghana gas
ni Ghana gas oh yeah me kai
Karela for there
Karela
yes
now when
and omo be jile
that bring the wood omo George Blay omo kan ye no facilitating number ye mom
San Fane mono na mama na me ha de
it be say Ghana
omo kan say omo ntimi mobo wa ha
yeah
because of the iron na for mo say chairman
say say dio obi akra nko obi em kra say park ayewe so
na Karela na ne traditional home venue
to be any
omo ya omo relocate club no na ba say ke kwhye o kakra ba say ke nim free ho
na dey say aka so omo kra ntimi say yusu bi any say any ya jama na say
wo mate ka ko da say wo new mummy nkoma
yo mama starting my stories no from free House of Folk and media game no how game no koy no me imagine koy be say how two teams no di share first round na Benjamin Asare sending those two long balls koya Mauli Wayo and okay House of Folk strike omo far ball straight omo the ball ekokoto net e ma House Folk e win that game no e media ma I think say open game back where Benjamin Asare ne trip to Blaster ya those two balls or boy you know Eboa Benjamin Asaripa. We've been talking about goalkeepers anyhow. Technically, we are very good with Omonsani at the back. For technically, and town fan and demand a lot from goalkeepers. Manono Yamona and some other Sanima, but those Benjamin Asari 2 balls now. Nina came via the 9 straight according to house. So game we say Barcelona. No my dream say Mediama every may be the 10 that score line a course or takwana. But Mediama and me uncle Fabi Papa be a fair film. Ya Kumoya ye dina chino. Yakasi a can squad after squad dear. We bet me a casa Mediama as a celebrate come that top of the table no be. Say the squad quality collectively. Coaches after coaches and even administratively, Mediama are one of the best administrators in the game. From all the way from most pack top basic from Omaja to the Zuta Kramanako GFA. I don't know PFAG. So Mediama squad everything. The imagine chairman said at the beginning of the season, Mediama Anyani. Caponi Moja or Baba Fire Jumano or cut crossing Mediama Africa from last 2 seasons. Say Benino, not me, I'm a boss. Most packing say Capo bets me by Jumano. Why, yes, why may you be beer? I mean, Mediama will be beer, Mediama will be beer. They have some depth of a squad or bet me a party 2 teams. They still have and in the team. Dear, we say Telemunano, and I saw our Mediama. More performance and output, and you're quite visible. But in the final time, Kofi Belmo, we keep calling out these players Godfrey Abamo. You know, my own opinion say Mediama yes season starting the year and nothing about more but giving chance next season when you say Kotanko I mean for pressure money be brave but about to was a shit team they have a very good squad Medford no Prosper Boachimo and also more God no Japasu Manuel Mante which Medford and semi Bondia Mediama NB I think say beginning of the season and about more pressure that team in the sono so what we place it tough far a be me de pa Mediama kakra creating the ball tougher. Of course, it would also put them in their own standard. Baby, I nim Mediama, but baby, I'm in the media. Among Kikam Honomra, but top for the Sway Kotoko Gold Stars, Nations Heart of Lions. When a win a free top phone. Menkabichim and Kahumpo. If I make a 5, the most consistent performance, make a top 5 from the championship. And to Mediama, ne ascendancy into the top 4 no. Each and every day, Biano, a bit assorted. But like I said earlier, I'm in for pressure and my coach Tanko. And Yama a boat here team no club no ready or buy. I feel send next season or best also a year Juman and I saw my man of the conference to continue that job. But Heart of Lions and call ball 1-1. Coach Bashir Ford, one coach. So Angeli na udi coaches when ya want me Angeli say enka osefata. But the coach Bashir Hayford beka ho. At some point in the season he provided players for the national teams. Accra na odi Ebenezer Bamoko Blaster. Lorenzo said the goalkeeper them no in my opinion. Oni Ibano Kobe of Bibiani Gold Stars. Or more form pa and experience and Benjamin Asariwa. I would have called out these 2 goalkeepers say Blaster and Fomubi. So Juma Heart of Lions also here and of course it's a great improvement on that of last season. Last season the Ekadanamoko, but it's been very different this season. And I'm going to go game no Kosono. Me assemble kwa me can the 15-point journey for Kotoko. Me to league no. 15 points journey no. Not me say on be Heart of Lions or Pando. And then see no. Omanya 3 points. Ma come am for GH ya. Omanya ni na. Mediama ho. I'll be back to that game. But Osha has folk away Kotoko beko. If you are saying with confidence that Kotoko for 3 points free house book, yeah, what you want to kakra. Kotoko was also called dance park. Or any meeting up pre league in one could see Naya Yakasay. If you are saying Kotoko for 3 points left you have but smooth to the you are joking because they lost that game not last year. Almost 2-1 our dance park. Kotoko was also called Brankasako Nations. Yeah, Nations Kotoko Obuasio. They have the confidence and they've been preparing. Now no nations no akwasha folks, so they also coming ticket fast. Kotobesa so akwa nations so American. And then there is a visit of a Diana and a Bichim. Aside the Mediama visit. So Kotoko the games are can more than pa. More than but oh shit games be a course nations or visiting has folk. Attackers and nations will be bringing in to be on your go no. Razak Simpson and your go no the buy. Kotoko against who? Heart of Lions. Attackers are Kotoko. Maybe what did you know? No me fans ebre. I wouldn't waste that time. But Justice Blay any ya go no and what the mama. And we are also talking about there's another gamer. Why na mo can 3 games to see Rafael and Ponsan for House of Folk attackers be brave. But mechanations now here Simpson Blay and Rafaela. Meaning says sometimes as I say your club your team or source go no from other department. Other than that, all we need to strikers so the biadia everybody at yaw. Kudos to these players, not Justice Blade you go no share one pa. Because understand the form article. Now say Justice that drop it below on one kasa stand and am the kasa. Me phobia compare be on one the created to from media money to to asoko now drop it. Me can versatility the coach be up oh boy treat me both fifia boy. But over bob na o drop level no dia and your fans and the coaches be busa questions so to get that goal no I feel say abo Justice Blade pa yaw league games no ba be a do no e dene na e be ma league no aye more competitive. One son of I discuss foreign you say oh obi any one ma wo Chelsea Liverpool and yes obi ni ho obi o ba nipa na odi na chi no onye obi o hyenkran Arsenal on hyenkran bebresa and nti na manfo agye to me say Liverpool kono but talk about your league hwe bibiere go stars nations heart of France and akotoko yo league 4 in our press there was league season at Dr. Ogumji and open one club at Chelsea na near coach Nuruddin Ahmed and the Ken Faisal na wa do mobono Osman Ibrahim Kwampe Pramo that squad no I want to pump Dr. Oguma. We also talking about Samata Cinema Diama or Chelsea. Look at this season, it has been a 4 club race and it's only telling me one statement: league is so competitive. My little last piece goes to Coach Samobuadu. Me respecting for no reason. One, Osha Juma, why you media man? I keep saying, say coaches, why we want for trophy ama? Ye drew baby Madrid. Say club near community club. And no baba share ya recycling and changing the face of the squad each and every season. Titi Flex, Tezuta, Eric Kwakwa, Justice Blay, Rashid Norte, all of these guys. Richard Boudreau gathers when the final time Alika Kowa Munina no matter so squad num back in defense Eric for Rentu that so a chiro movie but want to be a trophy be and found Mediama 4 and to this day Mediama 4 discussing coach Samabo mo obobo coach Aduta they call our coach Samabodu now we free call has for kwaya adwuma but at become Chelsea no oh Emmanuel Sapon oh Mezaka free oh Steven Mankra every season go king or Bobby Nkwade and the what is left? What is left for gossip? Kosamobodu. The one lose 2 successive games at was against Kotoko and Abasake. So league in the one count. They want me and GFA Cup in the may make us away feel what this season. Yes.
But all can say that game no mummy no. Obi we need 2 in an to
and our pie draw first game no.
Kotoko
share no. Ah, and this is also Mobodu now. I want to it's any crowd boy, I carry the mechanic. I want to watch your league, Obasa baby. 1 FA Cup and of course, and what fairly become Chelsea fans. 1 FA Cup and I found more. You don't lack anything.
Wontumi, 101.3.
The midfielders or maybe Flavio Gongo's and what so horrible. Vincent and Jane, where I say, who better Jane, who in service and clue again on the board. Oh, small boy on the Timo Dukakra on the board or football. Yaw yes and who bet Joe and cry me and second crack from last year. I'm going for Patrick no yes but now I'm finish to sakakra I feel breaking for the bubble me record more but a Jane American was my Mike so can you need time to watch that guy and who better who bet Joe and Vincent Ajay 2 solid midfielders. Now the experienced guys na so. Only say Zakaria Fuseni partner no. Seidu this is the Bekumu Emni top until and discuss that player no. Solid central defender. Kosamobodu. What is left?
I mean the very place here see do no. Left on.
Upon. Kosamobodu 1 GFA Cup no this season. I mean Kasa 1 Shakotokwa. Me say 1 GFA Cup. Or you failure.
Whoa. New me that say Meza.
Yes, fancy league ni mo yeshideba. Na last week and na yebeko na meka say the next 10 games no match mu 2.
Wontumi 101.3. Nyamensa wo.
Na 5 no yabo mu baako. Na baako na boy no. Say new team be kaya ewo inside na meka che ni say Go Stars Wontumi go she Dreams FC. because Dreams FC form now woman no very critical. Say Shadrack Beboya, they are sending within the last 5 games of Koroko, the next 5 games of Gold Stars, the next 5 games, you know. See, I'm about 4 games and 5 beam, 4. You raise our 4 new year. You about betnas and you about discuss the next games in a better one. By league ninety moon and this will be baby, you know. So 4 fixtures here are very key. Now, Koroko Bebo became United with fear. Koroko Beko away to Accra Lions. Koroko Bebo Nations FC ewa we. Koroko Bebo Adriana Wofie. Game a who the next 4 games we mupano. Nations.
Nations the animal.
Koroko home record ne Koroko home results. I'm basing it on the fact that Koroko last 7 games are waboni fie no. Wa consider 1 goal. Ana Koroko swatch say free so mobile baba yara no. O ma won de baba yara no. Even when they have a bad day, they find a way to win their games. It is a more thing cry no Koroko 1 be obeshow no de kuko nanim. It will home games in the way minimum they are. To be very honest with you, I have 0 doubt about Kotoko getting 3 points due to 1 omu home form after some baba yara goals on Masha Wofi any goals on my concede.
So out of possible 12, next of fans I had here. Sana you go by there almost 6.
Almost 6.
How many wins?
I say home dear. Omanya 6.
Korokwanya 6. But Nations game no. Sad game no de mete.
Adriana no.
Korokobesha Adriana Wofi.
Okay, yeah.
Korokobesha bechem sa so Wofi.
Adriana pekio.
Minimpa. But the idea imagine so akane e Koroko home form na ekro no. What I say, even when they are playing bad, they try to find the ways to win the game. And Bekum Chelsea game, look, Mame Jace had any D more because I thought that game was really tough. Tough, pa. Accra Lions away, Kotoko Betima Kunya 1 point. I got a crab for Accra Lions. Lions from the
Lions. There's a Korokonya
9. By Nations game, no. A Honor area Koroko Belusu.
Wontumi Nkoshe Nations.
Abrankese Honor dear ding. Fancy, I give you that thing.
The Nations now I win and I form near solid.
If you want to all renew, yes, but also on show, but draw all on us.
2 years. The whole team of the stars are from in 2 years.
One a corner, yeah, almost now draw Chelsea and
yeah, arguments for hot argument referee crackle.
Yeah.
It is here Koroko 46. Per the any new team will project CCA doing common. Koroko literally bet me 9 points. So they at worst 9 points here. 9 points now Koroko Benya. That means Koroko will move to 55 points. 55, you know, the next one or that's only a baby any Gold Stars. Baby any Gold Stars next 4 matches, no. Yeah, so Shadrack. Because baby any Gold Stars there no the Kako Dreams are quite lose, but more befie. I'm go home game against Young Apostles. It's a more Young Apostles or more Betemu away. No more Mediama of fear, no more Vision away. Fancy side games we say so no bet me 9 points.
In trouble.
Baby any 4.
Gold Stars bet me 9 points. The entire make 9 points in say Gold Stars no Young Apostles, Gold Stars be Young Apostles. Omo na Mediama
Young Apostles no home coach. Now my boys want to my bed no could this allow baba.
Fancy omo na Mediama omo sha Mediama wo fie. Omo ni Visions on back of a Vision away point. But game e din pa e bechim. The entire bechim game na din yes e bechim this season wo fie. Fancy obi a wakobia bechim di netiko aka form.
Bechim for born as a men can say structural tisade bi say bia teams na ya na mo sporting directors about coach bi akra free one na for background born e ya e pan sa
what I say it ha no mo 9 so me ko 53 ti awie betimi awie
Wontumi
the next 4 games no na points gap between Kotoko any Gold Stars no e da so ye 2 but enye eno ne per se no but as a Heart of Lions ne has opportunity wa ha first na me nyini but has to tell money on kakra bia they could be in for discussion. Oma me house of folk there be this round of games no no oma ben oma close gap no because all house of folk are more next 4 games oma 3 because money is what train na wo game
is what points
next no house of folk automatically no is all 43
Okay, so Oba V or Vision.
Vision, Accra Derby. House of Folk bet Marco Shomo.
No about Karela.
Doma game no netting. But House of Folk bet Vision. Ashe Karela.
And now no has so called Doma Kokoye.
Diana away game no.
On to be
Mama has at 1 point.
Karela Crab has Vision so bad.
Karela away.
Karela about.
That's a dreams question has away.
Dreams Karela to be dreams this is.
Me banya betre. Senior near names a dreams back question has. Ewa has fear no. Maybe to me see. And baby I drew a season nim no swasha. Any braba. Teams no bebre now was spring surprises. Even Vision FC. Oh yeah, na baby no go stars ni Vision FC say. Again, a bit me I say. Vision. No, okay, damn shit.
So, House of Folk person we in the discussion for the league. On our 3 matches we. Fancy. So, House of Folk we 9 points out of these 3 matches. Plus 3 no more on I say 12. 12 on the 52 points. It is a Korokonu area the next 4 matches no on 56. Baby Go Stars area the next round no. On 53 now House of Folk so bet me read the next round now make one side the last 5 games no on 52 but I said na Mike Cannon I don't know House of Folk home form no what did to away there now away no actually team I was a league you know can was uncle team won in the discussion who is going to win it but the home form no has become questionable for House of Folk. Lions also been better. But Lions fixtures and Shadrack Beboya or more Lions now has been inconsistent because check the form guide now. Lions also 7th in the last 5 games, or more cumulative 7 points. And fancy, Bekum just lose 2 games at once, so Heart of Lions could Bekum. Difficult game for them. Bekum lose to us 3. Only a 7. Then Ombaba Mediama Ofie. That is
last year. Every year, no question. Breakum Chelsea or Breakum na.
Aha.
A home sem bebre.
Aha. This time around, Breakum so lose 2 games at once. So was a share team na. Was sharing last season. And no money more game with ye. Mungamu. Then Omone Mediama. Then Accra Lions. Then Lagos Cities. Share. Almost no. We have 4 games now. Breakum Chelsea game is difficult. Mediama the end bit mind in the draw, but against Accra Lions in Lagos Cities, it's almost maybe 7 points or her. It's maybe almost could be 48. This is where House of Folk very important. Say Watara, Onya Kasano, no man and in next 3 games because a bit medium bem when it comes to discussing who wins the league. The entire next 3 matches in the key say you really no na say move 52 now. Or money koroko next game. Korokosuni baby any go stars so what day e wo game it korokoni baby any go stars no mo de bury omo ho say wo House of Folk need to make 3 points if you kotoko ha. So the league is not over for House of Folk as we presume, but I think the next 3 games House of Folk should make it a point, say at least 3 games or we win 3 games on the trot.
Okay, Mike.
Fancy, may I say, you see, dreams against BBN Go Stars, many surprised with results a bit toja. Say, yeah, Saturday, no. Then we made such permutations near there. Why I say this near because 1, on paper, historical records, BBN Go Stars have never even earned a point away against Dreams. Onyebi. Since we mobile rally in him, or more called Dreams away be ahead them more. Or my idea or match go back on here show mumienu. But the rest 1-0, 2-0. And then again, so I check here. Go Stars started the season brilliantly. Normally one of the top performances, especially away. What else? Oh yeah, the first 15 matches of the season now. Year 2024. Now BBN Go Stars above 15 matches. Fancy. No lose just 2. So far, how many matches no my body account? I think 10. And I'm a boy. 10 now our body account no. We lose 3. So they've lost more matches in 10 games as compared to the first 15 games of the season. It signals a drop in results. Again, away. Or may lose 5 games. Ni na away matches. So 5 games, away games or more lose no 2 was in 2024 there, but you're at 2025 they've lost 3 away games, and surprisingly away matches or more lose no 2-0 2-0 2-0. The only exception here Legon City is 1-0. Meaning all the away games or more lose no, they failed to score as well. And so away defeat, a move 2 Abba in the last 5 away games on my ball. So the away form has been a bit checkered, and yet a year similar or the same as the net here when the season started. I think Newton maybe they've identified 1 or 2 reasons or factors in common phantom from him. Maybe they will decide it amongst themselves, but the evidence or the writings on the wall are clear. So go stars at the start of the season, no, BBI reframe, and they will need to rediscover that and even rejuvenate it. Among Kenyemu na Wontumi mpejana nkosro, but what is our form no to dreams there? Why I was confident dreams will do something. As a dreams. And so in their first 30 points available matches on mobile, they picked just 8. That's almost first 10 matches. 8 out of 30 points no Wontumi nyai. And a former the Pamu coach BFA club or. But in their last 10 matches, out of 30 available points, Dreams are picking 23. They are the most informed side in the Ghana Premier League. Who used the last 6 games as a yardstick? They've picked 16 out of an available 18. No matter what you pay, in terms of their form. And what are the factors? Underlying factors, Nebini. The last time you had Karim Zito Dinkomo, fancy. Every team that loses players or more integral, I almost set up it affects them. Samates, they lost Kayeke. Omulusu say do Dauda Yusuf. If Anso say Usu has been on and off Niprano, eventually it is on renewed from so they lost key players in Omomo play a crucial role abroad Moje title no. Hilary Adabomu or they are playing well, but they will take some time before they measure up to Diana say do Dauda or Mobanes yet here. Sana Dreams yet here. Ejenim Walton was basically their main guy for goals, striker. John Entry was complementing. Only no money hobby. Abdulaziz Isa, young boy no Kobasano. He's no longer there. One of their creative forces and also a contributor in terms of goal scoring. Enya nunku omulusu ye lusu omo captain Abdul Jalilu, who was helping to marshal the back. So Dreams witnessed mass exodus of players. Players be Breja Okoi. So they started the season with many new faces who, one, a bit more accustomed to playing the Ghana Premier League. 2, they will need to also come to terms with senior coach, Osia Boneball. Ebehi Amre. And then Mra, Ayana big teams, Omunyam farmer coaches. Good. So Karim Zito need the Ofemu Dreams, no call big team and near you my. But he was at the right club. They understood the situation and then they also trusted in the coach. Anya Shekara on one of the GFA Cup or the CAF Confederation Cup semi-final. And then he is an institutional memory for club FNS Dreams FC. Onim club no from Tete A to Z. Say Bibia Tochima wa club nim near Pobi Manasana with tactics and technical abilities. It is him and nobody else. And that faith, Munya Odimuno. He has also repaid it in the performances and the results they are chalking as a stance. So check it table now. Dreams were 36 points. So the table netos where you see. So point gap between Dreams and your more top 4 no. How many? 4 points. Has 40 points. Dreams were saying 36. 4 points. At the rate of getting results or Munyano. If they keep on like this, not considering all other things being equal, other teams now want to see or more unconvincing results and more performances now. Dreams stand. Kago Stars will fear the none who are in pa. In recent times, to Samates were better draw and I need to remember much saying 1-0. So
Dreams, about draw.
Yeah, Dreams. Sorry. Dreams a coach draw no sounds so channel
and has
Michael Mkwa.
Yeah.
So Bibiani the Nkani home no or solid. And if you are looking for the best home performance, it would likely be Kotoko Bibiani, Heart of Lions Betuaso. Bechim, yeah, sorry, Bechim. So the league near a home dominant league. It will be pretty tight to me now. They will capitalize on their home games. So it comes to one thing: how you manage your away results. Maybe a Go Stars air from Nakotoko no or making something out of it. Kotoko's last away defeat. Now is what a man here know. And in circumstances a me free or no. Check your away games awabo. Ako panda kunya point. Oko wenchi okunya point. Anamebwa. They've traveled away and not lost since that in Swachaman episode. And they are winning at home with an impressive defensive record. The a issue no a war.
Okay.
And no check here. The Akomiade to so anamo your last 5 matches no. We can Kotokoba away no. It looks like Ghost Stars will also be playing away. Yeah. And tricky games. Enti Kotoko Eko Pando na man for can oh na Kotoko Pando who go Stars co capital. Let me say no. Dreams the NOC are tricky. So if we are doing the next 5 matches for each side, check games on Mumi and the neighbor. Tricky matches. So I go to media to Subi one. You see that Kotoko's next game, or the compare Go Stars next game, say a realizable and I say a more realistic. Say Kotoko be winning. Go Stars the NOC a realistic so no be winning.
Go Stars boy young apostles.
Good. A bedding.
The likely some you know
now Go Stars akọ next game no obechem
ba Koroko no kwa Accra Lions.
Yeah. We are not Go Stars abebo medium. Kotoko bebo wan.
I think say Koroko ba bebo fa Koroko dey to so my why Shadrack. Koroko beko 2 away games na to aso.
Obebo Nations. And to Go Stars say ko bechem no a difficult game ana. Anameboa. The team at home, Eden. Back on the connections away, no, so it's an easy game. So, omu games, no, interesting. Where in this end, they may bo that form into way better advantage. What you make of your respective games, crucial, whether home or away. And while Beman are sleeping, no, until so mumi nubesia, you've let your guard off. 2 points in separate you. It is likely it might increase or it might decrease based on what happens in the next 2 games. But the TNS say, no, they have their destiny in their hands. Go Stars, Nenkrabia Kitaninsem, Kotokodiesu Kitaninsem. It is what they make of it week in, week out. Kopem say, Omubeshia. So it makes it a beautiful running for the title. Say a pre-title no has no Heart of Lions here, they will fall off. Has they are not consistent enough.
Who 2 teams in overall points I can say? What are the remaining fixtures overall?
5 no sorry 5 neto so. I mean
the remaining fixtures.
No, say you can't say remaining fixtures now. It will be too wide.
Yeah, okay.
But I say you're limiting, restricting it to the 5 because changes could happen. Games now, games are why. I think Bibiani Go Stars were relatively difficult games than Kotoko.
How sure we are good? But also Kotoko so you medium. Oh, Babayara.
And I'm saying this 5 games
you are sticking to this
as they are sticking. Kotoko relatively easier fixtures than Go Stars. You be 5 when you 10 year. And Hona Kotoko so beba Go Stars or beba medium. You get a picture now.
Shahani you.
Kotoko beating the team at
Nations.
Debbie Obebo Diana or Baba Yara.
Yeah.
Nations Abrankese. When was the last time Kotoko lost there? Nations winning or Mafan Wokumasi how?
Yeah.
Anameboa. Good. Accra Lions, any form of Muwom at this time around, they are not ready to mount any serious challenge. Then Kotoko against Bechem Wokumasi. A different from Omobo and Anafo Sujiabo. But so the Go Stars, the Enetoso, like I explained earlier. You see that Go Stars fear the other problem but away on the evidence of what they are doing now present circumstances. Exactly.
Okay. Well, Mike, me da say new ana meza me da masepa. Ma membra so na ya baba be fam course enche bia monta me chuku na ma me easy waterproof paint. Empere for nka say ya border roach mo paint na papa pa na ni opening say be be fine. Ana marketing so ko kama.
Oh, oh, sponsorship in somebody ka jo. America na dey ya fa honka.
Me na new to America.
Oh, na some marketing new say on timi no.
Oh, be the mama amon fama me because on timi.
Dey dey mo high paint go paint na ya. Oh, rating dey go dey wa.
Oh, na fa.
Oh, na say e wa na me wona here na.
Yaw.
Oh, na say yaw dey me hu na America nya no ho new team. E wo so we me nia.
Ka be kire no.
Ka kire dey me sell.
Tire ho na ka che WhatsApp.
Enye 10 yo na dey communica.
Hwe.
Enye 10 episode. Ana ka Mike Tyson.
Kwana me
interview na we dey talk we dey.
We no we ko sorry.
Ye fan chi akese e ma ye team for na yaw ye kan chom say Asante man Ghana man ade papa na ye bo ho